I think Polifonia is about connecting Europe.
Imagination.
Music.
Great network, good people.
Development and fun.
International exchange and to take care of quality in music education, in higher music education.
Big network where everybody comes together to learn about each other's views.
Constant progress.
Higher education, professionalization, innovation, and Europe.
AEC works hard to move forward the boundaries of European higher music education. It does so most effectively, I believe, through the various projects that it runs, and above all, in the large projects with the title Polifonia, that is now in the middle of its 3rd edition. These projects bring together representatives across Europe and increasingly from our associate member organizations overseas. And we deal with a range of issues that are important for conservatoires and where they need help, guidance and advice. In some of these areas, it's about good and easy and happy things like how we can help students to get more from their exchanges and from working in joint degrees and so forth. In some areas it's quite tough. We're dealing with issues that relate to quality assurance and quality enhancement and to all of the aspects that now are such an embedded part of higher education. But we are doing so always from the perspective of being musicians, seeing it first and foremost from what can make the music better.
Thinking of AEC as a membership organization, Polifonia gives the possibility to the whole membership, to very many institutions of very many different countries, to participate in the content of the things that are developed within the AEC. Polifonia gives the membership an active part, makes them also responsible for what is happening in the AEC. You can really achieve things that are helpful for all these members that are in our association.
It's a separate project. It can operate on its own and it can develop all kinds of innovative things, maybe not always innovative, but at least new approaches that can later then be used by the AEC. So it can go much quicker than a membership organization. You can develop certain things much faster, and it's also a way to keep in touch with the whole European construction, the EU, the European Commission, all the developments that are just taking place at the European level right now.
We are organizing 2 seminars for external examiners, which is part of a bunch of principles we are trying to develop for external assessment in general. We are also conducting a survey on assessment in Europe. So we're looking into the elements of assessment as we find them out there, grading scales, how panels are put together for final examinations, in performance, in pedagogy, and we are also looking at standards in assessment. So how the grading connects to the performance of the students, how this is expressed by the institutions.
Polifonia, for us as members of the working group, is an extremely important initiative for the European conservatoires because it brings together different strengths of the conservatoires and contributions to the future development of our discipline. as well as to be seen as an artistic discipline, which is music making, as well as in an educational setting, that's the conservatoires. So if we look to the conservatoire of the future, that is something we have to work on with many, many, many leaders of today. And that's why Polifonia is in our eyes very important.
We are gathering information from different institutions in different European countries. We are looking outside our own subject, looking what the others do. And then we try to work out special criteria, quality enhancement criteria and quality enhancement tools which are tailor-made for the purpose of music. And I think we are in a good way. The working group does a good work, not only to find these special music fitting quality enhancement tools, but also to think about and to become more aware what quality in music really means and how to transfer it into teaching things like musicianship, creativity, and the arts.
The working group is looking at what entrepreneurship means for musicians, what it means to create a project and make it happen from A to Z. What are the skills that it mobilizes? And we're looking at models of good practice across Europe to be inspired. And we're also looking at what kinds of training exist today in conservatoire and what musicians or that we have interviewed feel was lacking in their education. So we hope that in the end we will be able to provide a guide via an interactive website that shares both the experiences that we've documented with the skills that we see as essential and giving people all the tools they need to make this happen.
We have been talking about how to make it easier for students to go abroad and how to make the quality better for their mobility. Likewise, we're also talking about how teachers can connect, make a network and make exchanges easier and better. Furthermore, we're also talking about how to strengthen the level of quality in the professional area of international relations coordinators, so they can be even better at dealing with exchanges and internationalization in general. We're also talking about the joint study programs, how we can have more and better joint study programs and how to remove obstacles for those.
I come perhaps from the smallest nation belonging to the European Union, but nonetheless we have found our place in the big family of the AEC and also being invited to take part in the Polifonia cycle number 3. This has given us visibility as a department also and the possibility of enriching our contacts.
When we think about the future of young musicians, there's some things you just cannot know. There's so many possibilities, and I think in the Polifonia is about the futures and possibilities that doesn't exist today. It's about finding new innovative ways to self-employment and to being part of society and community. So I think this is a project for the future.